Welcome to my YouTube channel, Marketing 5.0. So we have started a new series on Know Your Consumer to know about our target consumer. So how you can make your consumer work for your business and part of your business, and how you can achieve growth through your business. How you can grow with your consumers. So we have seen in our many videos how the company needs to be compassionate towards consumers and offer value to consumers. In that way, it will be a win-win situation for both company as well as consumers. If a company is looking to sell a product only to make money irrespective of understanding the requirements of consumers, so those company will not survive for a long time. So the company, those who understand what the consumer needs, or enable the consumers to know what they are actually looking for and talk to consumers, listen to them, identify their needs, and produce products or service and offer to them as a solutions or value. So those companies are successful companies and they will grow in a very sustainable way. So in this aspect, today we talk about know your consumer psyche. So as we all know, the consumer is a human being. So they will have the rational, the emotional, the feelings, beliefs, attitude, perception. There are different aspects which governs the psyche of consumer. It's mostly how the consumer perceives a product or service or a company, how the consumer behaves, acts, reacts. So those sort of aspects. But we should all understand you can't sell a product or service to consumer unless they do not need it. So the origin of any the consumer going for a specific product or services, there should be a motive behind it. So without motive, none of the consumer will buy a product or service. So what actually influences that motive? It is very vital that consumer normally encounter a problem. So suppose if you want to buy a car, so why we are going for a buying a car? Because consumer face a issue of going to a office, the transportation. Either you have to go for a public transportation, or you have to look for your friend, or any other sort of transportation. You have to reach office. So sometimes you may not depend on all this sort of transportation all the time. At times you may have issues reaching office in time. So that's why the consumer recognize this problem, then looking to identify solution to achieve this problem. Either they can arrange a kind of a regular taxi or a private taxi transportation, or they may go for a buying a car. So once this problem is recognized, then the consumer will go for the next step of the need. So the consumer has a need to satisfy this problem. It's a sort of a solution. So when we talk about the need, so need normally classify into two categories. One is the social need and physical need. So what is the difference in needs? We may all wonder. So when we talk about need, the need has a two dimensions. I'm going for a physical need or a social need. So what is a physical need? So I need a car, that's it. I'm looking a car as a kind of a transportation. I buy any car and I use it for my transportation from my office to home, home to office, or any place I want to go. So I do not bother about the make of the car, brand of the car, or model of the car, which company it is from. So this is the physical need. I just look at the car as a car. There is no extra value in that. But when you look at the social need, that is where the consumer looking for a wants and demands. So the consumer is not looking for a car as a mode of transportation. It is also a way the consumer will showcase themselves to the society, the peer groups and others. It's a kind of a lifestyle. So car is becoming a lifestyle product. Apart from the transportation, car is becoming a lifestyle product. So that is where the role of brand has come, the model has come, the company has come. So those aspects will have influence on the consumer. When the consumer is focusing on only physical aspect, the other aspects, the brand, company, the model, they become immaterial. The consumer totally disconnect from it. The moment the consumer understand the social need, so then all these things become evident and it is become immanent in having influence over consumer psyche. So if the consumer is just looking for uh, a product, a car as a physical aspect, the need, the consumer will go for selecting any car, irrespective of brand, model, or a company, which will satisfy his or her requirements. So the consumer will ultimately looking for the value for money, for the price they pay for. Ultimately, they were looking at the price, so the price warriors. But if the consumer focusing on the social need, where the consumer will focus on the aspects of the brand, the model, and company, so it is where the consumer is becoming a brand loyalist. So they were not looking at only the price, they're also looking for the brand, the company, and the model. So this is where the consumer will travel extra mile or stretch themselves to pay a premium for a specific brand of a car or model of a car from a specific company. But if you see the consumer, those who are having only physical need, so they will not look at that sort. So they will just only look at the price point and go for it. So they will not spend extra money, they will not pay any premium because they do not recognize the aspect of brand, model, or a car, the company. So they will only look at the price. So that is where we call them as the price warriors. Those who are looking for a physical need, and those who are looking for social need, we call them as a brand loyalist. So that means they're ready to travel extra mile, so they pay the brand equity, the brand premium. So the companies can benefit from the consumers, those who are looking for a social need, and they can enhance the brand equity in the minds of the consumers. But that is not the case to do so when you're going for the consumers looking for a physical need of a product. So the whole idea is how a company can identify those consumers, the consumers, those who are looking for a physical need or a social need. That is a big challenge. So they have to work it out. At times, you may get a consumer starting with a physical need, but later those consumer can graduate into a consumer with a social need. It normally happens. It depends on its several aspects as far as the income category of consumers or the peer groups they involve with, the society they live in. So those sort of aspects will have a great influence on the consumers to make this transformation from the consumers looking for a physical need to social need. And ultimately, when you're looking at the loyalty part of it, see, loyalty is the key for any company's growth. So consumer will have to be loyal to you. They will come back for more products, or they will have to act as a referral brand ambassadors or evangelist. In that way, they can help company to grow directly or indirectly. But which type of consumer will help you? Whether the consumer with a physical need or a social need. So as we saw very clearly, the consumer with physical need will focus only on the price. So they will not be loyal. So they will move from one company to another company, those who are actually offering a price point. The better price, they move from any company to another company. But the consumer, those who are with us, is the social need. So they are ultimately the brand loyalist. So they stay with the company and they will help company to grow. So this is where, if you see, understanding the psyche of consumers are very important to enable the growth of your consumers. And it is also very important for the company to understand the types of consumers they're dealing with and psyche of consumers, and how you can convert those consumers with the physical need to social need, and how you can nurture the consumers with the social need to help and enable your company to achieve better growth. So in that way, if you see, so both the ways, the company needs to offer value to the consumer. So none of the consumer will stay with the company as long as they do not get any benefit out of it. So the more the company offers to the consumers the value, the more they appreciate and the more they will stay and contribute to the company. So this is where we know the understanding the psyche of consumers are very, very important for the company to know the consumers and develop value and offer and ensure the growth. Once again, thank you very much for watching my YouTube video Marketing 5.0, and keep subscribing for more videos, and please share with your network and benefit out of it. Thank you very much.